Will Yamato join the crew? Let's talk about it. I'd say if I had to make a top 10 favorite characters, I'd say she'd be right outside about 11 or 12. And I truly believe once her character is finished and fully fleshed out, that she will end up in my top 10. And when we look at other Straw Hats or people who we thought were going to be Straw Hat candidates, you look at Vivian Carter, you look at Frankie, Polly, and then there was Rebecca. There was also Bon Clay. There was a lot of Straw Hat candidates and a lot of people. Well, I said Frankie, but he's a Straw Hat. But you guys remember Water 7. We didn't know who would be the proper shipwright, etc. There was a lot of characters where we're like, oh, who's really going to join? And with Yamato, the way that she's been introduced, the way that she's been written, everything that's been going on in the manga, I feel like a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, where they're like, they don't want her to join, and there's some people that want her to join, and there's some people who really don't care, where personally, I want her to join. And the reason for that is I think the crew needs more women. And what's wrong with having a strong woman? And I'm not trying to disrespect Robin or Nami because they're strong in their own right. Nami, she had Zeus, a part of her Climatex. She defeated Oti. And then Nico Robin, she had that Demano Floor, I think that's what it was called. She beat Black Maria, somebody with a bounty of 470. And like I said, Nami and Oti, a bounty of 400 million. But their roles on the crew isn't to be combatants. One is a navigator, one is an archaeologist. But like I said, having more women and having someone really strong, high top tier, well, not high top tier, but high, on the level of Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji. What's wrong with that? Because when you look at a lot of the Straw Hats, all of them have inherited will and all of them have a dream. And what is Yamato's dream? It's a twofold dream. One, to open the land of Wano and free everybody from Kaido's tyranny, and also to be like Odin and go out to sea and explore the world, because we see how oppressed she's been beaten by Kaido and basically said, hey, you got to stay here and become the new shogun of Wano once I make my land of Wano. And so she wants to go out and enjoy and live her life to the fullest, not being shackled by her father and doing what he wants to do. She wants to do what she wants to do. And when you look at her and Luffy's relationship, I'd say it's pretty funny. It's similar to how Luffy interacts with other Straw Hats. You have Zoro and Luffy, how they're always doing stupid stuff together. Chopper and Usopp and Luffy, they're doing stupid stuff together. Nami's always hitting Luffy. And how this relationship works, it's like him and Luffy, or her and Luffy, they're just running around and they're chilling and they're interacting with each other, they're yelling at each other, they're having funny moments together. I think the funniest thing was when they're in the attic and Kaido attacked them and Yamato and Luffy, they dodged, like, he really attacked me, and how he took off the handcuffs and all that. And I believe in chapter 1025 when he used Snake Band and she was like, hey, Luffy, he was like, Yamayo, or something like that. So I love their interaction. I find it hilarious, and I want to see it more and more. And the reason why she is a strong candidate to join the crew is because she explicitly asked Luffy, hey, let me join your crew, or let me ride your crew, because since I wanted to go with Ace and I wasn't unable to, as Ace's brother, you should let me join your crew, explore the world, and travel the seas. And this isn't the first time that we've had somebody join the crew after asking. We saw Nico Robin. However, the big difference is that Nico Robin, the reason why she joined is because Luffy kind of owed her a debt, because she said that she wanted to die and he wouldn't allow it, where it was more a roundabout way and it wasn't as soon as she was introduced. Whereas Yamato, the difference is it was kind of as soon as she was introduced, but Luffy didn't say no, he just didn't say yes. There was a lot going on, and obviously Luffy does stuff on his own, right? We saw in Thriller Bark, he was willing to let anybody on his crew, where everybody was like, no, you can't do that. But personally, the way that the Straw Hats go, we see Frankie, we see Brooke, usually the latter half, and I guess you could say everybody, Sanji, Usopp, and Nami, they have matchups that they have during their arcs, and so they take out a big villain or they fight a big villain, and Luffy, he notices that, and he usually lets them on their crew. And in terms of a backstory, all the Straw Hats have tragic or sad backstories, and even if it's not as tragic, usually they get a second one. You look at Sanji, so maybe Zoro and Usopp, they'll have theirs later down the line, but Yamato had a sad backstory, and I don't even think it's really finished. Basically, in her backstory was Kaido, he beat her up and had her and mistreated her, and where she was going to starve to death, where she had everybody that she's ever interacted with basically killed because she's the daughter of Kaido. We saw that somebody tried to feed her when later he was executed. So Yamato's been through a lot. She has that sad and tragic backstory that every Straw Hat has. And just like everybody else on their crew, she has that unwavering faith in Luffy. She believes that Luffy will be the one to take down Kaido, similar to how a lot of the Straw Hats be like, oh, well, Luffy's really going to become the Pirate King. She believes, and I believe it was in chapter 999, when Ace was like, don't laugh at Luffy's dream, she didn't laugh. She truly believed Luffy would become the Pirate King. She truly believes Luffy's the man who Oden wrote in his journal 20 years ago that will come free Wano, and that Luffy will rise to the top. And then there's people that say, is Yamato too powerful? I disagree. When you look at Nami, Chopper, Usopp, Nico Robin, like I said, they're strong in their own right. They have specific roles on the crew, but let's be real, they're not going to all of a sudden jump to top tier. We're at the end game. We are going against strong opponents. We need another strong opponent. Personally, if Yamato joins the crew, I think the Straw Hats will be the strongest, or one of the strongest crews. They'll be considered Yonko. I'll have them over the Big Mom Pirates. I'll have them over the Beast Pirates. I think they'll be around the Shanks and Whitebeard Pirates. So I don't think that she's too strong. And Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy, they always evolve after each arc. So maybe Yamato is stronger than Sanji now. Maybe she is stronger than Zoro. Who knows? But in the end, and at the end of Wano, she won't be stronger than Zoro and Luffy. And that eventually they'll surpass her. And I think you can argue that their journey will be more dangerous. They're taking on top tiers now. They're no longer fighting fodder pirate crew. They're taking on Yonkos. So going against Blackbeard, let's say Shanks is evil. Going against Shanks, going against the world government. I mean, they need people to go against the admirals, the vice admirals, and the dangerous weapons that Vegapunk could possibly create. So I don't see the issue with Yamato being on this crew. And I've seen a lot of people talk about when Yamato's read Oden's journal and that Yamato will spoil the journey for Luffy. I disagree, because Yamato knows Luffy's personality, so why would she intentionally do that? And personally, I don't think that Oden wrote what the One Piece was in his journal, and I don't think that he wrote a lot of stuff in great detail about Lafto. I think he more so wrote about how his journeys were, Sky Island and all that stuff, and I personally feel like there's going to be a twist where, like, in his journal, part of it's ripped out, or part of the important stuff is ripped out. And similar to how she wants to be Oden, and how Oden wrote the ship of the Pirate King, it would make sense that Yamato, wanting to be Oden, would ride on the ship of the future Pirate King. We know this is how I look at One Piece. Basically, the Straw Hats and Luffy, they've already achieved their goal, but this is us just watching their journey of them achieving their goal. So I think of it as, like I said, they already achieved it, where we're just watching how it took them, or the path that they took in order to achieve that goal. And so Yamato joining the crew of the future Pirate King, just like Oden, makes sense to me. What would her role be on their crew? Jinbei's the helmsman, Brooks the musician, Robin the scholar or archaeologist. We can keep going. Yamato, she could be the ledger. Basically what a ledger is, I had a definition on the screen. This is basically a bookkeeper or a log keeper. So I think that's what she could do on the crew. The Roger Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates, they have parallels. Luffy and Roger, Zoro and Rayleigh, Scopper Kaban and Sanji. And Sanji and Zoro's relationship similar to Rayleigh and Scopper Kaban. Oden could be Yamato, right? Oden was really strong before he joined the crew. However, he wasn't stronger than Rayleigh, wasn't stronger than Roger, wasn't stronger than Gaban, and that could be the same thing. When Yamato joins the crew, she won't be stronger than the Monster Trio. Well, I lied, she'll be stronger than Sanji, but like I said, I personally think Sanji will surpass her before the end of the series. Just like other Straw Hats, I think you could say all of them. Luffy saving Zoro from execution, Luffy saving Nico Robin for Enies Lobby, Nami and Arlong, Frankie from staying on the water settle when that's not what he wanted to do, and a lot of others. Luffy, he saved Yamato and is saving her now. When he defeats Kaido, he will be saving Yamato from all the hardships that she's been through, all the suffering that she's been through, and he actually was the one to free her from the handcuffs. So it's kind of a two-part save. Like I said, he's only completed half of it, and when he defeats Kaido, he will fully save her, and that's the standard trope for all the Straw Hats. And the Yamato now isn't even her final character. a lot of times she says that she is Odin, where I truly believe once Wano is over, she will find her own identity, where she will have this character development, and that'll be what her dream is about and what she is searching for on the crew. I think it's a two-way dream that she does intentionally and really wants to go out to see. However, she said that because Odin did it, so she wants to do it, where I think she'll more so switch to, hey, even though I look up to Odin, I'm Yamato, I'm my own character, and I want to go out to see truly for me, where, like I said, I think that she gets development, and so she no longer sees herself as Odin, and she sees herself as Yamato. But we're in the end game now. I really think that Yamato coming to the crew is essential. I think that she doesn't do anything negative towards the crew. I don't think she takes away from anybody. I think she gives us the firepower that we need, and I'd love to see her on her crew, and I cannot wait for her to have more character development, and can't wait to see how more Oda flesh her out, because like I said, she's borderline top 10, and I think once Wano is over and she joins the crew, or if she does join the crew, I think she truly would be a top 10 favorite for me. But let me know your guys' thoughts about it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.